Hello, I'm Lisa, and I'm here to give you a little curriculum instruction again this week. This week's story is the crowds were amazed at his teaching and how Jesus chose special friends to go with him and spread the good news and spread his word. So for anybody that's their first time, this is our curriculum packet, and it has all your instructions in here, and it groups them into different groups. Make it fun, make it true, and make it stick. So our first activity this week, and really, when you come to the class a little early, take the time to read this. We're going to go over just kind of the basics of the activities, but there's really a lot of good information. I just tried skimming over it, and then I went back and reread it, and I had missed a lot just by skimming it. So if you don't mind taking the time, it really does have a lot of good stuff, and it gives you things to say and a lot of different varieties of things to do with all the activities. So the first activity this week for the Make It Fun is with these bean bags, and you pair off the kids, give them each group a bean bag, and they have to toss the bean bag back and forth to each other. And when they catch the bean bag, they have to say, "Jesus wants to be my friend forever." So if you play this for a few minutes, they'll be saying that a lot. So that will really reinforce that concept and that truth. That will they'll remember that. And then the second activity is with these ace bandages. Some of you have these kind that are super stretchy, and some of you have these longer ones. So if you have this one, just tie a knot in the end, make a circle. If you have this one, you can cut it if you need to, because this one's really long, and it's not as stretchy, so it's going to make your activity be a little different, but you can kind of modify it for whatever you need to do. But feel free if you need to cut these, because they're pretty long. But what you do is you take the one that's in a circle and have the kids hold on to it and show them how it kind of springs back, and you have them hold on to it and step back, and then the teacher gets in the middle and you tell them to let go, and it should spring back. And then after that, you can take turns, and the teacher steps out and puts some kids in there and then pull it out and let it go through, and it shows them how we are wrapped up in God's love. And they're getting in a circle with their friends, because this story this week is all about Jesus and his disciples and his friends. So they're doing a friend activity together by getting in the middle of the circle, and they're also reinforcing that we are wrapped in God's love, which is what Jesus was teaching about. And the third activity, the 3s and 4s and 5s have dominoes. The 2-year-olds have these giant blocks because the dominoes are a choking hazard. And so take your dominoes or your blocks and you set them up close together, and then you tip them over so they fall, and that is to reinforce the concept of following Jesus. So you can talk about how when the first domino falls, then the rest of them fall. So that reinforces that we're supposed to be following Jesus. And then the last activity is, once again, the transition activity, the activity you do when you're going from room to room. And this one this week should be super fun, because it's just follow the leader. So you can be the leader, you can pick a line leader to be the leader, and just do different things on the way to art or the playground or wherever you're going. And then the craft this week is super cute and easy. We have Jesus in the middle, and there's 12 circles to represent his 12 friends and his disciples. And so we have markers and crayons and stickers. So encourage the kids to make them all look different, because everybody can follow Jesus, and everybody looks different, and everybody is different. So they can put some stickers in there, they can draw some faces, they can draw some people. So encourage that we're not all the same, but that we can all follow Jesus, and that we follow him, and he came to do amazing things.